Erev Tov, Kulchem. Good evening, and thank you to UnXeptable for giving the American Jewish community the opportunity to make our voices heard in solidarity with Israelis here and in Israel, where we have witnessed proudly a massive and growing protest movement over the past several weeks. Somewhere between 300 and 5,000 Israelis took to the streets last night. That's the equivalent of millions of Americans. My name is Susie Gelman, and I stand before you as a lifelong Zionist, a past president of the Jewish Federation of Greater Washington, the founding chair of Birthright Israel Foundation, and now as chair of Israel Policy Forum, an organization dedicated to two states for two peoples as the only way to preserve Israel as a secure Jewish and democratic state while enabling Palestinians to realize their national aspirations. We are here tonight because the racism, homophobia, and extremism of Bezalel Smotrich do not and must not represent the values of Israelis and of the Jewish people worldwide. We are all here to say loud and clear, Lo to Smotrich, Lo to Smotrich, Lo to Smotrich, Lo to Smotrich. No to Smotrich. לאחיותינו ואחינו בארץ. אנחנו איתכם כל רגע במאבק שלכם נגד גזענות, נגד הומופוביה, נגד קיצוניות, ולמען דמוקרטיה, סובלנות, שוויון וזכויות האדם. To our Israeli sisters and brothers, we say, we are with you at every moment in your struggle against racism, against homophobia, against extremism, and for democracy, tolerance, equality, and human rights. Last week, Israel Policy Forum spearheaded a message signed by 150 leaders across the American Jewish community to renounce Bezalel Smotrich's presence on our shores. You can't hear me? Is this better? Do I have to start over? Okay. Last week, Israel Policy Forum spearheaded a message signed by 150 American Jewish leaders from across the country and across the political the organizational mainstream. These leaders represent mainstream Jewish organizations who have spent decades at the forefront building support for Israel here in Washington and in communities across the country. They join together to say, as we do here, Lo to Smotrich! Lo to Smotrich! Lo to Smotrich! No to Smotrich! No to Smotrich's support for this extremist government's plan to destroy the independence of Israel's judiciary. No to Smotrich's plans to gut the Supreme Court in order to legalize illegal settlements throughout the West Bank. No to Smotrich's goals to collapse the Palestinian Authority, to erase Palestinian villages like Huwara, and to deprive Palestinians of their basic rights. We also say, Lo l'sipuach v'lo la'kibush. No to annexation and no to the occupation, because annexation would make a future Palestinian state impossible, and because the occupation, now going on nearly 56 years, denies Palestinians the most basic human rights, runs counter to fundamental Jewish values, and undermines Israel's security. We are here tonight because we love Israel. We care deeply about her future, which is so closely linked to our own. And we stand together with our Israeli family to fight for that future, which is now so greatly threatened by this extremist right-wing government. So once more we say, Lo to Smotrich, Lo to Smotrich, Lo to Smotrich, no to Smotrich. And yes, we say yes to Israel's security, yes to Israel's democracy, and yes to Israel as a nation state of the Jewish people. Toda rabah. Thank you very much.